guys, my name is Lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things New York City and art, then I have some fun videos for you. You guys, I am so excited to be continuing my little series here for your consideration, aka things, concepts, items, just ideas in general that I am currently obsessing over, things that I find incredibly chic. But first and foremost, if you guys are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in all of my future videos. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at lelasophia jewelry. I put out videos 3 days a week, and so I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. My apologies, the air conditioning was just on during the intro. It is off now. It's just you and me. I can't wait to get into these pieces. First and foremost, I'm so excited. Something that I not only am completely obsessing over, something that I totally took advantage of a little sale that just happened. These are cute little pouches that are totally a brand that is brand new to me called Elizabeth Scarlett that I am probably a forever client, okay? There was this incredible creator on TikTok who I still like. I don't know if this is creepy of me to say, but like, I still have gone back and watched that same video a couple different times. She was showing her Idaho tote by The Row in the XL size in this like gorgeous green color, I believe, and showing what she packs. She uses her bag as a baby bag and how she packs such a large, billowy, essentially completely pocketless bag. Actually, there might be one pocket. I've never even seen the Idaho XL in person, but you know what I mean. It's pretty much just, you know, a gigantic piece of canvas. And so people are like, what do you do? She had the cutest solution of all time. I'm a bag inside of a bag kind of girl, especially lately, but that's how I've kind of been operating for the last several years. It's I'm sure how a lot of us operate. It's practical, it really works, and that means you can take your little bags inside of bags into every other bag, redundant. Usually, I have one like very intentional Alexis Batar pouch that I purchased for that exact reason, but otherwise I kind of use like free with purchase bags or little random like tchotchke store bags. This is the most intentional one I've ever purchased. The two that I have, these are the most intentional ones I've ever purchased. This one, I didn't even really think. This one is like literally could not be more perfect for my cute little iPad. And I don't know what I was thinking of putting in here, maybe some little books that I have, but who knew? I would have to check what generation iPad I have. It came out like 2 years ago or something like that. Who knew? An iPad, a Kindle, some fun little tech device would fit into. I believe this is the everyday pouch. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. I wasn't expecting to use it as that, and it came and I was like, this is iPad shaped. Does the iPad fit? Yes. Okay, perfect. We have a home for you. However, in the future, if I have more little just random things to throw in, I think it does expand kind of quite a bit, and so I could totally use this as a similar kind of catch-all. Again, I took advantage during the sale, okay? It might still be going on, but if you're watching this in the future, keep a lookout, not sponsored at all, for more sales by Elizabeth Scarlett. This little cute little tiger one. Again, I think this is a mini pouch, but I will correct myself if I'm wrong. It is also double-sided, which I didn't even necessarily realize for some reason. The mini pouch, I have found my solution for my everyday little items. As we know, I have my little Louis Vuitton mini pochette, but I've had some spillover, and I really kind of have been just like then chucking a lot of random loose items into my bags, really on the hunt for a pouch exactly like this, and I did not realize how perfect the little mini size is. I showed what's in my bag in my last styling video, but literally from my vitamins to tampons to Tic Tacs, all of my 1,000 lip glosses that basically look exactly the same, this has now become my new personality, and she's currently in my little small North-South Park tote by The Row, and then if it will fit in that, it will probably fit in most of my other larger bags that I've been wearing these days. From the fall 2025 collection by The Row, the piece that I have not been able to keep my mind off of, even now for some reason I like just envisioned an outfit with it, and like I don't know. I'm almost convincing myself in this very moment. The Row Sisal, I think I called it the Cecil, and then my mother scolded me a little bit. I think it's called the Sisal. We're just going with that. This canvas bag, oh my God. as soon as, like, even I think I was literally like in the very first scroll of me doing even like the brief one when I first got the email that the Row Fall 2025 collection dropped, I was like, this is the one. This is the one. A bunch of then my other friends sent it to me also and was like, this is the one. We all are in agreement here in this little weird niche bubble. The sisal, something about it. I've already talked ad nauseum probably and bored us all to tears, but something about it is, for me personally, the more city appropriate, practical, everyday version of the Row Idaho, which I loved, and I've just, again, to repeat myself for the 1000th time, which I don't need to, the Idaho is so chic, so vibey, but it's just too scary to wear it in a city. It's so open, it's so billowy. This is my answer. You guys need to help me out because I kind of think that I need one. Maybe you need one too. A piece that I am extremely interested in either gifting to a family member or just kind of passing along to some people that I know in my life that I feel like would literally love and possibly even live in these are the Charvet slippers. Yes, I know, I'm not original in any way, shape, or form. I just hope if you're like me and haven't heard about these, I'm passing that on to you because I had no idea what these were. And then I saw, I believe, of course, our Queen Charlotte, Emily Sanders, post them months ago, and I was like, when your ears perk up, what are those? They're so beautiful. Literal, like truly the peak of luxury. House slippers, yes, but I do think people wear them outside of the house that I certainly totally would, even if it's like a vacation vibe. Essentially, they're travel slippers. They come in this gorgeous little leather pouch, like the cutest little metal hook in them. These are beyond chic. Like, honestly, if my stepdad, if my brothers, anybody I know in my life just like busted these out on a random New England vacation, I'd be like, you might be the coolest person I've ever seen in my entire life. And they come in an array of gorgeous, beautiful colors. These are the days that I wish I lived in Paris. Another time I'm going to embarrass myself. I'm just gonna say this first name, Bia, and then it's like Mombears. Something like that, I don't know. We know I'm terrible at pronouncing names particularly, but I had to, I guess, give it a try. This is a bag brand that I've been seeing a lot of online at one of my favorite stores that I talk about all the time, Le Garçon. And I am extremely interested in these designs. They are so minimal, yet there's a mix of like true, almost like workwear meets utilitarian vintage vibes, aka again just like gigantic, really functional bags. These bags I absolutely have been meaning to make a trip downtown and hope to see in person because again there's something so stupidly chic about them. I've been really exploring, which I will do an entire other video on, I won't bore us right now, but I've been really exploring more, again, sorry to repeat this word, more utility pieces, bags in particular, that are literally functional over anything. Yes, they're chic and minimal, and yes, most of mine are from the Row that I've been loving, like my North-South Park tote that my mother gave to me. Like, literally can't take that bag out of my hand. It's been my every single day bag, and at the end of the day, I at first was like, is this cute? I don't even know, because it's so simple. I don't know if it's just the season that I'm in my life right now, but it's working for me. I'm extremely interested. And the ones from this brand, some of them, yes, there was one yesterday that I saw that might be a newer style, or just I was seeing it for the first time, looks a bit like an Elio bag from the Row. I think I was interested in this when I was looking a lot at the Carven jean tote. And again, it's kind of like the gender bending, fluid, really, really, really functional version to that. And basically, I might need to go see them in person because I'm extremely interested personally. This next category could also be another video, but who am I? You know? Yes, we're on my channel, but like, who am I to judge? Because I've been having a lot of thoughts on bag charms lately, but I'm going to, as per usual, spin this in the most positive, loving, carefully curated way because last year, and again, this is not me saying, last year when I was really into bag charms and adding on skull pandas and labubus onto my bags, It was for me about like, again, let's please roll our eyes in a unanimous, this is the most pretentious human ever talking about me way. For me, it was a really fun, like child level peak play experiment slash practice in actually curating a color slash texture scheme onto a bag. I loved the juxtaposition of things that I would have literally given my entire allowance, my entire soul for as a child, that I can now treat myself to frivolously as an adult. Curating that onto a ridiculous, again, frivolous luxury bag just felt so fun for me. Taking that to the now Labubus and everything, especially Labubus being the biggest, not just trend. I thought that trend was going to be over last year, but of course I should have known better because we know the trend cycles and how things trickle down. Now that it's so mainstream and I'm seeing it so much more in New York City, all I see, and again, please take this with a grain of salt because I'm not coming for you directly. And if you love this, I love it as well, okay? However, I will be honest, anytime somebody just has one singular Labubu stuck onto a bag, I'm like, we could have, you know, there could be a color moment. I will find myself like walking behind someone in not a creepy way and be like, oh, but it would have been so cool if you added this and maybe you could have put it here instead. And so basically I'm, again, annoying and pretentious. And what I want to add to the chat is that in a world where yes, my Labubus have been retired and I will keep them, God willing, for the day I have children and they get to pull out my little Labubus from the closet and play with them. They will still be in my house, don't worry. I have gone back to my roots where I started with my Kelly, okay? Almost 3 years ago when I bought my Kelly, I already, before buying her, knew that I was going to dress her up specifically in jewelry bag charms. And so something like this vintage Hermes Cadena I got for Christmas right before I got my Kelly. This vintage Donna Karan bracelet medallion, not a bag charm, an actual bracelet I've had for at least a year and a half, something like that. This is my newest, the Schiaparelli for my baby. I'm a Virgo, but this is the Schiaparelli Sagittarius charm for my angel, my little dog. My newest charm, we see where I'm, you know, I'm going back to my roots and realizing that yes, it is so fun. And especially like if you just got your first Labubu and want to put it on a bag, like how fun. Let's all, you know, have moments of play, but all I'm offering is that we can challenge ourselves. I just realized this was off the hook. We can challenge ourselves. We can find something that's a little bit different, a little unique. When bag charms hit our little, you know, side of the niche luxury world, I saw a lot of people doing tassels. Take the ideas, you know? People are literally brilliant out here building the foundation for us, right? To then experiment and push the boundaries even more. Find a tassel that resonates with you, okay? Find charms that resonate with you. Get a vintage piece from your grandmother's attic. Anything you want, jewelry as bag charms, I feel are so inherently, stupidly, unfathomably chic. And the last quick little category is something that we were just indulging in the pretentiousness. I don't even know if that's a word, but in my level of ridiculous frivolousness. My mother and I, aka I have only been twice, so let me give credit to her, will frequent a little estate sale, okay? In Connecticut, where I'm from, Westchester, New York, wherever you are, insert town here. I have been loving literally going to, and this doesn't have to be an estate sale, like a fancy area, literally going to a vintage market, a flea market, yes, an estate sale, a garage sale, and very, very, very unintentionally collecting items that feel, for whatever God knows reason, feel like they need to come to my house. And I've been seeing the fruits of my unintentional labor, and I'm loving it because I am somebody, if we already can't tell, who constantly wants to be, not like that I need to rearrange my entire house or my bag collection or buy and sell things constantly, but basically I'm always seeking authenticity. I'm always seeking like what's the next level I can unlock. And the last like year I've been feeling, not that I've been feeling tired with my furniture pieces or how I've had them arranged, but I've been feeling a little bit complacent as I'm looking around. And I feel like I've unlocked a new appreciation for the pieces that I already have, especially the pieces of furniture that I already have, just by adding in random collected items that I never knew I needed, that I didn't search for, because a lot of my time is spent really intentionally searching and hunting on the internet. Having moments in person where you just stumble upon some random plate or stumble upon some random sculpture or figure or painting, displaying them in your home gives your literal physical space a collected sense. And yes, that's probably such a like buzzword for the interior space, but it gives your home a personality. It gives your home a story. And that has literally changed my own perception visually of the items that I maybe have had for years, that maybe I was like, all right, do I need a whole new credenza? Do I need a new table? Should I get a new piece? Probably not, Sophia. You really just needed to add some random little vintage $10 collected item on top and give your home an entire new line to the story. You guys, that is this rendition of For Your Consideration. Let me know down below which line item is your favorite. Any thoughts? I can't wait to hear, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye, guys.